and or are not tactically minded. It's fine. Not everybody's tactically minded. I play chess, so I wouldn't say I'm necessarily tactically minded. I mean, I might be able to go in the living room with this much light. Yeah, it's a lot more light. Back in here in Sid. My last name is Battle. I love to play chess. My first name is one who thinks deeply of God. I'm one who thinks deeply. My middle name is of God. My whole name is one who thinks deeply of God. Fight. You can translate it. So I understand a bit. I don't understand what generals understand. But I'll tell you something they probably won't tell you because they want you to do it. I would avoid protests, especially tomorrow. I'd avoid it. If you must go to show your solidarity, whatever, don't group so tight, guys. You're thinking peaceful protest. They're thinking of painting it as a violent insurrection. How hard it'd be for them to say, apparently one of them brought a grenade and it went off in the middle of the crowd. If you think they wouldn't, these are possible pedophiles, possibly on the Jeffrey Epstein list, and their lives aren't working for them anymore. They've been covering up since like the 80s and 90s, if not before, all the way back to like Rockefellers and shit, probably. So we've already had an aristocracy in America. The robber barons, and they set up the original wealth, the original mass wealth, and they actually set up the game of monopoly that is now America, that you're all playing. I don't play it. I don't play it. Fuck this country. I don't like this country. I hate this country. And in fact, I hate all countries. I like all places on earth. But if you actually go, this is, I get this is New Delhi. This is so and so. This is Bangladesh. This is whatever, and there's we're okay. So this entire area, what do you call it? Your people. You see what I'm saying? I get that. On the outskirts of your land, are there people? No. Could I live over there? I don't plan on doing any harm. I promise I don't plan on doing any harm. I like everything. My traditions and stuff are a little bit different, and I don't want to interfere with you, but I really like everything about your culture. If you went over with appreciation and respect, and they'd probably be like, yeah. As long as you can write it into my land deed. As long as I'm a friendly neighbor, I'm allowed to stay in that area. If not, if me or my family members ever become non-friendly, we've got to go before it gets to any kind of the first infraction. Before it gets to a level like they let us stay last time. No, first infraction, you got to go. Well, you didn't warn us. We don't have to. Well, you're the first person that came here of your kind. He set this up. So if you want to know what they thought be kind to us, not take over everything. What if that was in the, you know what I mean? But they found gold in them their hills. Suddenly we have manifest destiny. Now you got to expand the definition of what manifest destiny is so you can keep expanding your empire. And then while you're doing that, you keep expanding the budget to astronomical levels. Here's an idea, and I know people have said it, but I've even said in one of my videos earlier, we haven't mastered this planet. Why are we trying to master leaving this planet? Should we master things that are on this planet? We can't even build a set. We can't usually even build a chain of hotels without it having a chain reaction that will almost inevitably destroy us. And you want to get off this fucking rock? For what? Well, there's got to be something better. There's something best right here. It's getting shit. You think it's beyond repair. I say bullshit. You just need to make the garbage valuable. Unfortunately, for you guys, and fortunately, it won't cost you anything. Oh, one thing we found in this great experiment that we've been doing in this annular cycle over and over and over again, Polybius of king, well, actually, anarchy, king, aristocracy, democracy, fall, whatever the last stage is in fall. And then anarchy. And it's the same repetition because it happens so far apart that nobody can see that it just keeps happening and happening and happening. It is a cycle of almost all things. Now, is it a rule? No. It is a cycle of human behavior. You understand? However long it takes. From a chaos nothing, you have a group of people, and amongst them you have one noble, smart person who they elevate to king or queen. This sets up a bloodline, not necessarily by the king, by his descendants, because they know they're actually, somewhere inside them knows they are actually, without that crown, without that, they are nothing. Matter of fact, amongst their family, they're nothing. Yeah. We really kind of needed to stop after Edward, but we had another 3 more. Well, your father apparently, not your father, your dad apparently likes chambermaids, and to spare me the humiliation, only one of you are actually mine. It's kind of why I treat you like that. Sorry about that. Every time I see you, I'm reminded of the fact that you're only part mine. Is that what you say? Yes, that's what you say with Nana. That's what you say with Nana so-and-so. That's what you say Nanny so-and-so. What if this is like Nana became Nanny? Grandma got replaced by a person who knows how to take care of kids. Ladies who's gonna fuck your husband, possibly. What's up, man? My day's going pretty good. You knew it? Just not telling you got number 1, so you must have been tuning in for a while. 2012, huh? What's happening with you, man? Anything out your way going on? No? Okay. But yeah, I'd avoid press tests. I really would, because that's something that oh, I need to shave it. I really need to shave. It's bald here. There's nothing, but you can see it's right there. And I think I got some sun today, so it kind of faded a bit. So it might look like it's not clean, but it look like it's clean, but it's not really clean. Not for me. I like it even shorter than that. Because it looks like you can see the clear delineation. I don't like that. I'm fucking 50, but it's unfair. Any ladies that judge a guy for, it's not like a haircut choice we choose. Imagine a certain time of your year, you mean a certain time of your life, you just kind of went bald, like here, or all the a reverse. You just had the top growing in. The difference is guys probably like, that's fucking dope. I don't like it. It's like, but no, it's so fucking cool. Yeah, yeah, fucking dope. This doesn't grow like mine. The opposite of mine. You grow hair everywhere that I don't. Lucky you. Oh god, yeah, that's what we feel like when we go bald. We don't. We're not proud. We're not happy. We're. I think I want to be bald. How do you know someone's old? Bald? Yeah. I started going bald about 30. It started for sure when my kid was born. So no, that'd be 10 years after she was. I was like, no, that's like 5 years after she was born. Wasn't it? Yeah, I started noticing gray about 2, 3 years after. But you just are worrying so much. Like I was a delivery driver, and I would never drive the speed limit. I'd always go for like 5 miles over because I knew there was enough leniency to do it. And after my kid was born, my daughter was born, and when my son, it's like I didn't drop slower, but I didn't use the same care. After she was born, I don't really drive even when I'm now. Like I'd say about like 5 miles below. It's just not worth it. You just start thinking about things, and you're just like it's just not worth it. And as you're driving, you start noticing how stupid people drive, even with their kids in the car. And they're like, "Well, it's my turn to go." And like, I get you had the right of way, but what if I didn't know that? What if I didn't know that? What if I'm new around here and I blew that stop sign completely? What then? I know you had the right of way, and you'll be able to sue me if you live through the crash. You understand? You see why it's worth it to take that extra time to just pause for a second? Just a second. I get you do have the right of way. There are a lot of times when you're driving and you want to cross the road and go into the driveway. Truth is, you're cutting across traffic, right away or not, light or anything like that. You need to pay attention as if there might be a drunk motherfucker out there not giving a fuck what those lights say. Someone who's not paying attention at all. What if someone's having a stroke, a medical emergency? Don't have sirens. And because you don't look, I got the right of way, you just go and bow. But if you had looked, the fuck is your oh, they've got the emergency. Hopefully, I wonder if it's like pregnancy. It's none of your business. It really isn't. Are you a cop? No, then fuck off. Wish you could drive. Then drive that fast and see what happens. So they might have a reason. So when that one cop pulled over. There've been cops that like delivered babies. There've been cops that because the fuck are you driving? Oh, yeah, we're gonna need 911 here immediately. Immediately. It's coming now. You're gonna have to talk me through this. Maybe you should talk to dad through this. You're feeling around his wife's vagina. I get it's an emergency. Sir, do you feel confident enough to do this? Is this something that could, yeah. We've been doing this since we were born, since mankind was here. There was a time when we didn't have hospitals or doctors or any of that shit. There was a time. What did we do before the internet? See, if I were you guys in this modern day and age, you already know how to do it and you know what to do. Black out the fucking internet. What's Trump's favorite thing to do? Check out news about himself. How's the summit going? You think he's tuned in all the time? Media blackout his ass. This is unprecedented. We've never seen this massive internet blackouts everywhere. How can they track you with an internet blackout? Flood as many servers as you can, especially if you're going to go protest. Flood them. Try and watch. Try and live stream. Try and do as much as you can. Make as much. Try and be downloading at home. Try and blow the fucking circuits. Try and blow it. Because he's always talking about that he gets record numbers. Let's make him get some record numbers. Fuck Trump. Until it just shuts down. You know what I'm saying? Before the bombs. Because if they decide, like I said, if you guys are in a protest group, they start throwing grenades. It's all over. You're in a group. You're in a line. You're in a tight pack. That goes for music festivals. That goes for any of that stuff. That might have been what that country music thing was about. See how easy it is to pick you guys off at a crowded festival. Do you guys respond with the cops there? Does a good guy with a gun stop a bad guy with a gun from this distance? Why would they do that? They have psychopaths that are running. They want to find out how things work. Crowd control. That's why when I was walking through, think about the difference of what we went through with COVID at the very beginning of Donald Trump in a calm sense of reason. Look, I don't believe there's anything to panic about, honestly. But here's what we'll do. We'll placate them. It's just wearing a mask. You don't have to wear it all the time. You don't have to wear it in your house. When you go to the store, were they going to come to your house and stuff? I mean, you can't make me wear it in my house. You just can't. You can't make me wear it in my car. You just can't. I get in the store. No, should I ever get it, I'll wear it to protect you from me. Okay? Until then, I'm going to treat it like it's a drill, and I'll act like it's real. But just know in my head, I'm acting, and inside I'm laughing at you at how ridiculous this is. This is ridiculous. Okay? So we're going to participate with this. Just wearing a mask. We will wear the mask in the store. We'll follow your little guidelines. We'll stay away from each other in 6 feet. But if this is proven to be like some kind of hoax or that you guys overblew it, I at least want you to say that it was at least a bit overblown. We might have estimated the numbers a bit wrong, but I mean, it didn't have it would have normally have about a 10% fatality rate. Completely unchecked. Completely unchecked like the flu goes, you know, like how they do? Yeah. With no current anti-vax, it would have been a 10%. With what happened, I will admit, we got it down to about like 4 or 5%, and it may have been less deadly. But I also want to thank the citizens for actually being patient with the nurses and staff, for not, you know, arguing with them, for complying with our thing. You guys helped to keep this way down. We would have been way worse off. Half the population believed it was a real COVID virus. I believed it because my factory I was working with in China, and I've been telling this for a while, the factory I work with in China had shut down for a holiday, and they came back just in time for COVID to kick in, and they were up and operational for just a very like a week or two, and they got hit before we got hit, and they were down. I'm like, oh, that sucks. Hopefully it doesn't make it all the way over here. And they started announcing COVID over here, and so to hear people go, it's not real, when I've got a friend, Simone, in Italy, I'm asking him how his life's going over there. He's like, I wish these fucking idiots would start wearing their masks. People are getting sick as shit and dying everywhere. This is ridiculous. Why don't they believe? I'm like, I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. I've been telling people at least to treat it like a drill, so that way we can at least do our part. When if it goes through, you can't say it's my fault. That's something you guys can't say about Donald Trump. Everyone watches his stupid fucking Apprentice show. I never watched that shit. After hearing Penn and Teller talk about it, I'm glad I've only caught like an episode or two, maybe, and I was just like, this is not entertainment. What do people like about this? Okay, I get that they win the thing of being the apprentice, but do they get like a job or what? What I don't. There's never any like follow up to like what their life is doing now. Oh, you think you're watching this live? No, it's been taped and edited and patched together. Trump probably didn't understand that when he went into the office. That's why he was saying, he was like, let's go ahead and do that again. About the, he didn't realize they're live. You're gonna patch it together and edit it so I look presidential, right? No, those guys just talk like that. No, they're buffoons. Like I talk about them, I'd say that they're stupid. No. Well, I'm college educated. Even Barack Hussein. Oh, he has a middle name Adolf. That's definitely a crime he should be punished for. You come out and say, my name is Barack, which means lightning, which means devil. It can't be. It sounds like the word Barack. But it's spelled differently. So I can get away with these crimes I'm about to do. I'm going to need you to call my middle name Hussein, because there's a guy out there who's going to be coming along, and he's a bad guy. There might have many Husseins out there that are not Saddam. How many Hitlers out there that are not Adolf before and after? How many Trumps out there are not Trumps? They probably had to lose the name Trump, honestly, because they were kicked out of Bavaria. Even the Trumps were probably like, don't come back here, man. You have no place. You avoided, you dodged the draft, Friedrich. You know how much of a coward that makes you? No, you didn't dodge it for political reasons because you whatever. You dodged it because you didn't want to fight and didn't want to possibly die. Instead, you ran to America where you thought you could make some money. When you couldn't, you come running back here. It don't work that way. If they like you, let them keep you. And we did. Then he started a whorehouse in Alaska. Supposed it. Had children, Fred Trump. So wait, Friedrich moved here, and that's Trump's grandfather, and he's bitching about the immigrants? He's possibly a pedophile, and he's worried about the people that won't follow the rules, the real lawbreakers. You know, the people that talk bad about him in the press, and talk unfairly about his mental state, and unfairly about his financials. But again, the other option is to come clean about the fact that he's a pedophile. So it's kind of like, what have I got to lose? He's like, you guys are fucking buying this. I'm running out of shit. I guarantee you, I'm running out of shit to fucking lie about. I'm getting 80 years old, man. My entire life has been a fucking lie and a con. I just make up stuff and you guys appear to just clap. I say I've been prosecuted more times than Alphonse Capone. One, Alphonse suggests respect. Shall we not forget that Bonnie and Clyde were criminals who killed cops? Shall we not forget, unless you're trying to worry about a ride or die. I get a girl that's with you, you know what I mean, to like whatever, and help you with your enemies, but the cops ain't your fucking enemies. That means you're an enemy of the fucking people. Unless you're robbing from the rich to give to the poor. Are you? Or are you just robbing your other, poor people to give to yourself? Because that's not noble. So yeah, you're against the people. The one thing, if you're going to the rich and robbing them, even just to, I would be like, go, man. They got too much shit any fucking ways. Maybe this will make some of them start giving up some of their shit, so they stop fucking, maybe they'll spawn copycats. I ain't doing it, but I don't fucking condemn you. They got more shit than you didn't take everything, did you? No. I didn't like run their ID or nothing like that. No, I just had to grab some goods that they had laying around the house, just sitting around, not protected in any kind of way. I didn't go through any safes. I didn't go through any safes. I didn't go through any fucking. I just cleaned house. Their insurance will cover it. I'm sure it got full coverage of everything. That's what insurance is for. Oh, it's not. Then how come we have to pay for it? I mean, are you sure that America's never made you buy insurance before? Ever. Before Barack Hussein Obama. If you bought a house, you didn't have to buy homeowners insurance? What about when you got a car and you're driving? You didn't have to buy? Oh, you didn't have to buy Obamacare, but there'd be penalties? But why is it okay to not have car insurance? I mean, you don't sit there and go, this is fucked up. House insurance, this is fucked up. You insurance. That makes sense. Huh? House insurance, yeah, that makes sense. Car insurance, yeah, that makes sense. You insurance, fuck you. I have the right to die when I want to die. And that Nissan is going to protect me until my fucking dying day, you understand? And I'm never going to die. And use that car. And shut your fucking mouth. You've been talking to my parents, haven't you? Well, fuck them, that's why they're dead. They gave up. I'm not giving up. I know, Boomer. You just won't give up. See, everything, the timeline changes on everything, and then we don't change with it. There was a time when we lived a lot shorter lives, so the 40-hour work week made a lot of sense, but like now it's not making much sense, especially when like streaming has made things where like you're very browsery about our entire entertainment system. Because no, 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 yes, no, 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 yes, no, 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 yes. And you flip to those and go, no, 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 I don't know what to watch. I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of people get option paralysis. Maybe you don't need so much shit to choose from. Maybe you just need like a lot simpler. I want to watch Hulu. There's a few shows you want to watch. Why don't you just pause your subscription when that show is like on break? You're not paying for it, and then you can get something else, you know? Just swap it around. Like they're going to be like, no, you can't come back. You left us 6 months ago. We don't want your money anymore. Go away. You know, you went to those other people. You went to Fubo, whatever the fuck. You went to TiVo. You went to those other, one of those. You went to suchandsuch.com. Your money's no good here. Hey, you know we're running a deal for return customers? Just this month. Just for you. Just in time for Christmas. Didn't you get our email? We just send out flyers, but it's so much cheaper for us. We can just annoy you this way. I believe there was a time we had to actually send this to your house and you had to go to the thing to throw this away. Off the rare chance that you might watch and go, I do need roofing. $1 million. I've already made one. How many else you might have won $10 million at Publishers Clearinghouse? You got to act now. No purchase necessary. But it does help. Us. I didn't say anything about you. It's never about you. Shut up. We're going to learn that nothing's free. And your parents don't tell you that, huh? Sounds too good to be true. It probably is. What other things come with the lottery? We remember who fucking gave you the money, right? So they would know. So they decided to make like a follow-up show how things are going. It'd be great to watch how your life fell to shit after winning the lottery. Instead of making things better. Kind of prove to the poor people like, oh, even money doesn't make you. I guess I should be happy with what I have. Even as a warning sign. Oh man, almost 60%. Because what they do is just send temptation to their way, and they'll do it because absolute power corrupts absolutely. So a bit of power starts to corrupt. More power, and then these people get enough money that they think that they are above. They buy judges, they buy cops. There's no one going to judge me. Well, this society of people have been doing this and running things behind the scene for the last 1,000 years. And this guy hasn't shown up. You can look up. Oh shit, hey. I'm in a fuck ton of trouble. Yeah, you're in a fuck ton of trouble. You're not supposed to be. Yeah, I know that's more my problem than your problem, right? I'd ask where you've been, but I already can tell you're pissed off. So I'm not gonna. I'm not even gonna look at you. I'm just not gonna do that. You saw that? Oh yeah, you would have to be all of that, wouldn't you? Oh shit! So that means I put you through this when I do it to the least of you. Oh, that finally makes sense because we are one and the same. So if you do great things to the least of you, what happens when you do the worst things? It can be extreme. If you go to the worst thing, if you do the worst to the best of people, or the worst to the, you know, I guess the worst of the best of people would be kids, wouldn't it? Because kids are actually, they haven't been tainted by all the stuff we know, and what we believe and what we think, our prejudices, and what you got to be careful of kids like that. Well, his parents. Does that mean the kid's guilty? Well, I get his parents are, but maybe he spends most of his time with his grandmother. I mean, there's a bunch of reasons. Like, on top of that, you ever think about trying to help the kid rather than just going, he's the type we don't hang out with? Is that very Christianly? I don't want to tell anybody. What if you said there's some doing drugs? Yeah. So teaching your kid to look the other way. I want to see if you guys want to have a hangout and play. No, no. We don't have kids come over. No kids come over. What can he come outside? No. Should I come back another day, or is it just like ever? Yeah, don't come back. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need CPS. Come out here and check it out. Just do a wellness check, make sure. These are known drug addicts, and the kid didn't do anything. Before anything happens to him, let's get him some help. He didn't do anything. She didn't do anything. Before anything bad happens to them, and let's pray it already hasn't, just get them out of that situation. Before they learn how to use drugs to cope with it the way their parents might have. Keeping it all in the family type shit. And when I mean kids are only in school because the parents know they'll go to jail. You gotta understand there's psychopaths and they're breeding out there. Sociopaths, psychopaths, I mean, where do you think they come from? Psychopath families? Not necessarily. It may be hereditary, it might be whatever, or something happened in the kid's life that kind of broke them. Maybe you shamed them during a taboo moment. They're enjoying squishing bugs, and rather than explain to them why that's not a really good idea, you just freak out on them. Because they learn, okay, you can't handle that. Then you're not gonna like what I do with this cat. I would, if they were here. I've already told them when they were 5. I talked to both of them. My daughter was 5, and my son was 4. What gonna be 4? I was like, because I know they start young, especially nowadays. How's it going, Lalu? Is that correct, Lalu? Um, You said hi earlier. I didn't see it. Apologize about that. Um, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see it. Apologize about that. And Joshua, so 2012. If I didn't, I think I said Josh, but I just I ramble. You know, if everyone's engaging, I tend to stop and engage with people that are talking. You know, I don't. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's up to you guys. If I can just keep powering through, I don't like ignoring them. But often I turn it off. Just keep going. It's not like I'm easily distracted. I can't get back on what I'm saying. Okay, cool. Is that Hawaiian? Oh, you have two accounts. Why do you have two accounts? That big of a fan? You can't keep your guy love to one account. You have two accounts, right? One's a two and one's a one. Unless you demoted yourself. I don't know how even this works, so I don't care. Um, you have anything you want to talk about, or I know it takes a few seconds for it to catch up, so it's cool. I was talking to Van Connor one night, and he really didn't know how things were working, so he was talking, and he asked me where I was from. He just saw me because he's asking where everybody's from. I said Michigan. He's like Sean Bell. He said we're at Michigan. Sean Bell, we're at Michigan. I'm freaking out, trying to tie it fast enough, but I'm already on 6 second delay. You know, so by the time he said that, I'm watching it late. I'm like, oh shit! I'm typing Traverse. I mean, yeah, Traverse and other people are chiming in, you know, where they're at. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And so I chimed in, like, you know, Traverse, and he's like, oh, that's cool. I didn't start talking about being up here in Michigan when he played. That was really cool. Because I remember seeing them at the Palladium. That was really cool. So I guess you don't have anything else that you want to talk about. That's cool. If you do, just chime in. Um, Again, if you're just tuning in, I would recommend staying away from protests. A much better use would be to fucking shut the internet down. Pull an audible, last second, hashtag it, shut the internet. Oh yeah? Are they older? Or are they if you have to keep talking about it, there might be a thing, it might be that just who they are. You know what I mean? I know what we want, what we don't want, and so therefore we want certain things for our kids. But in the end of the day, you're not raising a little you, you're raising a little adult. And the second that came out of if you're the lala, if you're the mom, the second that came out of you, the second they were ejaculated out of the guy and it became a fertilized egg, that was a human being, not an ally. With the real world examples. What of me? I don't, I've always said from the very beginning, if you watch my show at all, I don't regret my past, but I don't like glorified either. And I did tons of psychedelics. So what am I going to say? Don't do it? You might have a great fucking time like I did. I, I don't do them anymore because it's hard to get them, not because I wouldn't do it. Now, they were when I started taking ketamine for depression and stuff, which I can't. It's Bravado, so it's like esketamine. It's a term, but I recommend it. Okay. So, I mean, did you turn okay? Do you think you turned okay, or do you think you turned fucked up? Just being honest. Do you think you turned out okay if you had the same in your past? Did you turn all right? Or are you all fucked up right now? 'Cause I'm okay. I went through some weird shit, but that's just life shit. Getting caught up with a fucking narcissist or two, or 3, that comes with being the type of person that I am. So they're gonna latch on. It's just who I am. That's who I attract. Because I should attract someone who's likely like me and like an overgiver. But unfortunately, that overgiver is attracting people that are like under givers. Just take and take and take. They have no idea how to give anything at all. And if you do, it's like this big, you put them out. Like you ruin their entire fantasy of how life should be. No, 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 you don't have feelings, you don't have emotions, you don't think. Ken doesn't think. My Barbie sex doll doesn't think. She just does what I want. Yeah, we did that, and I was okay with it. Like, right, yes, let's go back to that. Right, right, but when do you get to be? No, maybe a sex doll. What? No. So I have to do like all this. Yes. And if I want it back, no. Why? I don't think I'd like that. You said you like it. Um, we need to clarify and reciprocal. Yes, he actually never touched anything. His dad was a serious narcissist with extreme control issues, and we had to escape. Hi, how are you? Um, so if you keep talking to him about something they're not doing, sounds like you're psychotic. And maybe he's not a narcissist. Maybe you're an over watcher and an over control freak. And you name anybody who wants to fuck with your control a narcissist when you're actually the narcissist. Is that a possibility? And you keep talking to the kids about a problem they don't have. Apparently about a narcissist dad with a control. Okay, so are your kids all them or just half you? You didn't have anything to do with that at all? Okay. Sounds like you guys both owe yourselves each other a favor. So why don't you take it easy on him and leave him the fuck alone, especially if he's not doing it. Unless he's constantly talking about wanting to go do it. And shut the fuck up. You said you had to keep talking to them over and over. Let's go back and let's go back and remind you of your fucking conversation because you don't seem to have a fucking clue what's going on. You have 2 different names, and you say you don't have 2 different names, and you say you wrote earlier, but you did not write earlier. There's nothing in here that says hi at all. There's Lalu 2, and I said hi, and then it says Lalu 1. Yup, I wrote earlier. Nope, you didn't do it. So let's go through what you're saying here. Let's talk about what the bullshit you're saying. Let's go ahead and call you out by what you're fucking saying. I just have to keep talking to my son about drugs and psychos. You say I just had to or have to? Having had huge issues with both. So are we not being clear with what we're saying? You just finished talking to about it? Because that's different. You said I just have to. And I said you just have to? Why are you talking to them? Even when I said that, you could have cleared it up right there. I don't have to talk to them over and over. Is it had, not have? Okay, well, that's different. Because you said I have to. And I even said, if it's a repeated thing that you have to keep doing, it's not something I have to keep doing. Are you even listening to the conversation, or are you just venting your side to get people on your side? Because I'm about to be done with you. Crowns are some kind of ranking chat thing. I know. So why do you have a 2 and a 1? Did it just promote you? Because I don't recall talking to you enough to do that. Is it one, the first level? I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what any of these tiers are. People joining all the time with like twos, and yeah. Josh has got a two. Is that because like nobody chats? Because nobody ever chats. So I don't see how anybody could get any rankings on that. How are people getting rankings on chatting with me when I don't chat with people? If you chat when like I didn't reply, so I don't watch the chats during normal broadcasts. It might be open, but I don't watch it. I mean, so if you've been having a conversation at all, I wasn't hearing any of it. I don't watch them when I go and when I get done. I'm very sorry. What's going on? Can you be a little bit more specific? I'm not going anywhere, so you can just. I mean, if you have to be clear with what you're saying. What do I need insight for? Okay, I'm sorry. I just don't. What insight should I provide? So you just joined and you start chatting about how I should condemn things. Do you know how much I do? No, you have no idea, do you? Have you looked at my opiate playlist? I document my opiate trip, my entire excursion, and I start with just don't stay away. I don't have one on mushrooms and things like that because I haven't talked about it, but I think I might do it now because LSD is just the ergot from wheat. People have been using that for as long as there have been people here. The cows may be sacred in India because their poop gives off mushrooms. After a while, you stop doing that, possibly, and they just become sacred. After a while, like, look, don't touch this cow. Why? Don't hurt the cows. You don't tell them why. What the fuck is this going on there? I don't know, but Dad said don't hurt them. You guys didn't eat that? No. Why would we eat this? You know? I've been eating that fucking those mushrooms for generations. You'd see all this shit that we're talking about, the thing in the skies. You'd see them right now. Just talking to your kids about talking to your kids, not taking, about not doing what you did in your youth. Did someone just ask me? Yeah, someone asked me. Oh, that was you. You talked to your kids about drugs and psychosis. Okay, so are you the psychosis? Or are you trying to be the drug? So you just came in when I was talking about my kids? Lalu, are you okay? I'll take some time and clown you. I don't give a fuck. What are you doing? You came in and asked, do you talk to your kids about drugs and psychos? Said hi. Yup. About getting my name correct. No, just a nickname. I just have to keep talking to my son about drugs and psychos. Have had huge issues with both. Does that sound like you just got finished talking? Or I just have to keep talking to my son about drugs and psychos, having had huge issues with both. So I suggest, if possible, keep reminding them with real world examples, like Lalu is fucking high as shit and doesn't know what's going on. Are you high on drugs right now? Yep, son has grown. I'm saying with my past. So you've done psychos, and that's when I asked her, are you fucked up? Yup, he never actually. So you answered the one about whether or not that. I don't even think I asked that. I said, are you? Did you turn out okay? Yup, he actually never touched anything. So you just gotta keep talking. Listen, I have to keep talking. I just have to keep talking. No, it didn't say I just had to talk to my. I just have to keep talking. I just. I'm getting old at 50. Let me get my. Do I need my bifocals? I don't have my good going out teeth. I just have to keep talking to my son about drugs and psychos having had huge huggy issue with both. Okay, I think we're done with you. Hey, you can keep chatting. I don't give a fuck. Just talk to yourself, fucking psycho. I don't care. Go away. I'm talking about other things. This is not about you. Fuck off. I could waste enough time on you. You hear me? Fuck off. You don't want to watch the show? Fuck off. You came at the wrong time. I haven't even been you long enough. Fuck off. I don't care. Get offended. Tell all your friends not to watch if you have any, you fucking loser. That's why you're doing this shit, aren't you? Fucking psycho. I don't even have kids. If you do, you're probably my fucking ex-wife being a fucking cunt. So rude. Yeah, I came into your life and started talking shit about all the things you need to change. About all the things you need to change about your behavior and how you need to change how you talk to your kids and how you need to fucking do this and how you're people that listen to you on your fucking channel. Do you even have a fucking channel, Lalu? Let's see how rude I am compared to Lalu. Don't worry, I can pull it up later if I can't get it now. I'm pretty sure I can't get it now. That's okay. So since I'm so fucking rude, fuck off. Is that clear enough? You don't pay me anything. You're not getting out of this. You're not getting anything out of this. I'm saying something about you. Fuck off. So anyways, what I was saying was, Jesus Christ, man. If you had a real life, you could make a show about yourself and then you wouldn't have to jump into someone else's feed and try and make it about you. I guess you're gonna expose what kind of person I am. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, stay away from fucking crowds and shit tomorrow, man. It's just dumb fucking shit. Idiots like this gather together to get hit by a fucking grenade. The better, smarter thing would be to shut internet down so stupid fucks like this can't get on here and fucking bother people with their bullshit and their lies and gaslighting. Stupid fucking narcissist cunt. Get the fuck away from me. I've had enough of your kind. I'm gonna burn all you fucking to the ground. You understand? All you psychotic motherfuckers. You've been baptized in water, but I say you need to be baptized in flame, motherfucker. You have need to be baptized in fucking fire. And get the fuck away from me, Satan. Yeah, man, this world's not what people think it is. It's not at all. Whatever control you think you have, you don't. Whatever. It's just like that. That was all the illusion. I could have just kept talking through the whole thing and never paid any attention like a lot of people do. Hey, what's up, Lalu? And just keep going. And then they chat and just ignore it. But I engage because I'm actually a decent person. And you see what decency gets you? Everybody see that. Everyone can see the conversation there. I was so rude, wasn't I? For feeding the troll. Didn't I call it? I was like, you got 2 accounts? Interesting. What did I say? Oh, it's a ranking system. Yeah, well, you've never talked to me, so why don't you start at 3? Oh, I said hi before. Does it go that fast? I have no fucking idea because I don't engage with people I don't fucking want to talk to. If anything, I leave like a thumbs up and be like, yeah, I agree with you. Commend people and like that was funny. Hell yeah, we need more of this. Like a microwave guy, I'm like, dude, that'd be so fucking great if I lived in a city where a microwave guy would just pop up from time to time when I need him. You know what I mean? Not every day. I don't see him every fucking day, but like, yo, man, oh my god, I needed you. You know what I mean? Like a super fucking hero. Just change your whole goddamn day. What you got, microwave man? He can say anything, and he pull off, and you'd be like, I do. I can fly if I believe in it. Motherfucker. Thank you, microwave man. What the hell smells like pasta? Huh? You think it's used? Is it a new microwave? Did you clean it out real good? I was like, this is my favorite microwave. It ain't going nowhere. I've had the scooter since I was 5. It ain't going nowhere. You be you hear me? Yo, I get around, don't I? Fuck these bitches. Be yourself, you heard? This is his first one. He saw some fucking guy on the phone, like, baby, what? No, hey. Nah, man. Don't call her back. You know what I mean? How dope would that be? You didn't even pay attention to the fact that it's out the window. You didn't even notice it because you're too busy in your own world. Either that or you're like, hey! The grid opens up and it says you fuck up the window. Hey! Locks on his own screen. Hey! Oh man, I don't know. Alright, so going about 57 minutes. It wasn't even supposed to be this long, but then somebody had to fucking try and be a dick. So, I'm gonna go ahead and head out and yeah, watch out for people that are like this that try and tell you they didn't say something that they clearly fucking said. Let's go back here and read one more time just to make sure. I just have to keep talking to my son about drugs and psychos, having had huge issues with both. Does that sound like I just had to have a conversation? I just have to keep. No, it's just 3. We don't have those conversations anymore. Then why do you have to keep? He doesn't drill. I mean, why are you drilling on him to not touch him? He hasn't touched him. Let's go through this and further on. Let's talk about this here. Let's go through. Yeah, I'm you for I am for shrooms. How often do I do them? I haven't done them in forever because I haven't. Sorry about that, Delucci. Cloudy? Cloudy. Sorry about that. I'm all for shrooms. I used to do them when I was younger. I did them frequently because down in the south, like in Shreveport, they would grow for free. And we'd jump the pasture, jump the fences, and go into the pasture. If you go like along the edges, I became like a fucking tracker, dude. Seriously, we became really good at it. Opie was like almost our leader, but I mean he knew the most about kind of like nature stuff, and so he started showing me like some stuff about like how to track them. And so between the two of us, we figured out like the patterns of it. Like where it grew, when it liked to grow, times, you know, what temperature it needed to be about, what the conditions needed to be like the day before. We got good at it. If that tells you. We get pantyhose, like the kind you can get like one leg, and we'd fill that fucker, both legs, with fucking shrimp. I mean, push down. We'd boil them into tea. So we'd have like a big bucket of water for all, you know, for all of us, and it's just boiling in this fucking tea. and we add some Kool-Aid into it, and hang on, let me see if I can. It's kind of a cup like this big. Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember the supersize cups from McDonald's, but like when you leave from when you get this shit supersized, you'd walk away with one of those big ass cups. And so of course we were just pouring these big ass cups of tea, so we'd fill up to like here, and oh, we get fucked up. I never knew. I didn't even know what a heroic dose was, but I know that every time I would, like the first time I tripped, I had a great time. But then they start to, of course, everybody in the, this is before the internet, so we all become like fucking sleuths and shit. Dude, I hear, they'd be like, I hear this, I heard this, blah, blah, blah. I hear you got to throw up to you really like trip. I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm kind of willing to do that because I felt kind of nauseous last time. That's fine. No, dude. Like what? Throwing up is your body saying that the shrooms are a poison, and so your body is saying I can't process anymore. Oh yeah, that's not good because it's like I didn't think about the poisonous shrooms. So like basically, yeah, basically the hallucinogenic is fighting the poison. Yeah, really, yeah. But it's like people have done it and thrown up, and like yeah, that's a good point. People have done it and thrown up and not died. Yeah, but do you want to push it? True. You know, I mean, I'm sitting here in the middle, and we don't. None of us have heard of a heroic dose because we're just, you know, talking to each other and people that we know and what we can find out without the internet at all. And it's not a whole lot, but we got it fucking good. There's a ton of information out there. It's not on the internet. It's in the library. It's in all kinds of shit. So yeah, um, all for free. How are we supposed to say no, dude? There was like a cow pasture across the street from my house. We didn't jump that one because that was just too close. Like we got caught. My parents were right there, but we go out way out in the country. There was this real dope one. Oh my god, it was such a awesome pick spot behind this fucking school. It's an elementary school. They didn't even know. We learned it has to be like a certain. It can't be like the. They have to be grain fed, I believe. I think because they eat the ergot and it kind of grows in their stomach. So when they poop it out, it becomes a mushroom. I'm not exactly sure how it happened, but somehow it churns in their stomach and becomes like the mushroom when they poop it out. I don't know if they eat the. I don't know, but it does. I don't know if it ferments in the poop. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that when we found them, there was always like either they're like a there's a fresh pile. There's like when you get the real like tall ones, and if it wasn't, you get like the more like the missile shaped ones that are poking up, and we'd have like the big fat flat pancake type ones that had like the purple ring. Oh, they're so fucking beautiful, man. We were like me and Opie just decided to go like in this one pasture just looking, and we had flashlights, and he's like, "Clark, Clark," we put them against our chest to cover it out. You know, got like done. And then like I was like, okay, I think the car's gone. And it's like it's dark, and he turns his flashlight straight forward, and right in front of us, it's like this. Oh, just one. We just both knew because it had like this zigzaggy purple ring around it. I'm like, it was almost like iridescent, kind of like giving off light. I'm like, yeah, that's got to be one. He's like, I'll eat some video. I'm like, yeah. And so we picked a little bit and ate it. Like, how you feeling? You couldn't go. I'm like, what's the dose? You know? We just heard that mushrooms grow for. It's so terrible of an idea now that I think about it. We game so good at hunting them. I've been trying to get people up here to tell me how morels grow. Cause I'm like, I'm a mushroom hunter, man. I can find those fuckers. Just tell me how they grow because everybody can't find them. Like, no, it's hard to find. I'm like, I guarantee it's not. I guarantee it's not, but no one will take me with them. I bet you they just don't want it, like either to be proven. Like with the stuff I said, they started following some of the stuff I said. And the last time they found a huge pick, there was a bunch, and that might be why they don't want to necessarily show. They don't want to get the morals themselves. If they would at least take me to the thing, which they did, I'm like, I'm looking, okay, where were they? And they're pointing to them, like, okay, was it right here? I'm like, yeah, and I was like, okay. They weren't seeing what I was saying, but there's nature droppings, and then I was like, okay, Okay, it lives off biomaterial. It needs organic, like from the stomach, just like regular mushrooms. I started watching like, okay, the big ones over here go over here, and the other ones okay, so it's just like well, I was like, what are the temperatures like? And they needs to give me them. I'm like, yeah, yeah. Tell you what, it's not going to be as good. It's going to be the best when it is like kind of warm at night, but it's still cool. It's humid. But then the next morning is pretty cool and it condensates. And if there's like a good layer of fog, because that's like just moisture and it's blocking out the sun, you need to get there pretty quickly. You'd be surprised how fast they pop and whatever. And then on top of that, how quickly they'll dry out in the sun. And so also when you pick, you thump the caps. So when you come back, there'll be more. Because it's going to drop poop in the exact same spot that we don't have to come back hunting. You know exactly where to look. Because you dropped the trail. You just didn't greedily take all of it. You just thumped it a little bit. You got a little bit of some of the stuff out there, each one. Just kind of tap the tops. And so it spores and germinates on the poop that's down there. It's going to do it naturally. But this will make like a bunch pop out. And then you take the rest home and boil them. Get fucked up, dude. See the couch? Just open the floor, opened up, and the fucking couch just sucks in the floor. I'm like, oh no. And then I look at the lamp, it's like, and it's like stretching. I'm like, oh, that's no. No, no, no. And so I close my eyes and I look back at it, and all of a sudden, like, it's back. And now the lamp slams into the floor, and the couch is like, I'm like, no, 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 no. Please, not right now. No, I can't do this. Oh, Lord, I just got finished watching the walls look like they were melting the floor like wax. The door frame looked like candle wax. It was just like, and I'm sitting on the fucking black and white tile floor in the bathroom. Does it because you gotta throw up. And so I go and I throw up, and we're always at Trey's house and his apartment. And he's got black and white tile, and that's how I know I was tripping because I was like, and as soon as I stop, I'm like, oh fuck, I hate that. And I look at the floor and it's like, yeah. All the black and white tiles. I'm like, oh yeah, never mind. This is why I do this. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here on the floor for a little bit. And at the time, my girlfriend called and was like, hey, what you doing? I'm like, I'm tripping balls. I'm fucking so fucking high. And she's saying something. I'm like, what? I'm sorry, but the door, it's melting into the floor. It's waxed. Why is it doing that? I can't hear what you're saying if I'm being honest. I can hear you, but I just can't understand it. I'm so sorry. I really was. I was like, I can kind of make out what you're saying if I'm being. It's just what? I might be going, blah, blah, you know. What the fuck are you saying? And that's what it kind of sounded like on my end. I really want to understand what the fuck Marmaduke is saying. Hey, Lassie, come on. That's only good for TV shows. That's the kind of dream relationship you want with your dog. Someone fell down the fucking well. Yes or no? Huh. Oh shit! Sorry, I don't care. I think it's fucking funny. I don't care. I may be the only one who finds it funny. It's fine. All good. But yeah, man. That's the age I am. Got good going out teeth. How about that? I like when it looks in because, like I said, when I had a good smile in my life, and that kind of makes it, at least when I'm talking, it's not as bad, you know? It doesn't look as jarring. Like if I had a glass eye instead of like just like a socket, you know what I mean? It might take a little while. I'm like, oh, that eye doesn't never move. Oh, God. You know what I mean? Now it's on you. You want me to wear it? You think this is better than eye patch? Apparently, because apparently you guys go. If you see this, you always go, "Oh shit!" But with the eye patch, you're like, "What happened?" You fucking sickos! What happened to your eye? Where is it? Did you get to keep it? Do you miss it? Do you ever wonder if it can see things when you're not there? Okay. But yeah. Where your eyes don't go, feel the scarecrow with his broomstick cars. Fuck, I was supposed to head out of here. Oh well, I had fun. I laughed. Hope everybody had a good time too. I'm laughing about this shit because I didn't want to end on a bad note, definitely. So, you guys have a good night and take care and be safe out there. I have a bad feeling tomorrow's gonna be a very bad, no good day. Yeah, I'm gonna try, man. It's already, isn't it in the morning time or what? I might just ride on. Oh shit, is the sun? Yeah, 6:30. I'm just gonna ride. But I'm gonna watch some TV. Film some fucking Lord of the Rings. How about that shit? That killer could. Oh, I got the extended editions of Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. I haven't had a good fucking marathon of those in a while. I love how it kind of figurates itself. You know what I mean? Because the end of Hobbit makes you kind of want to watch Lord of the Rings, and then Lord of the Rings, you're like, that was fucking great. I don't want to watch that again, but yeah, I can watch the Hobbit. It's so good. And then you start watching it, and it kind of leads in, like, oh yeah, it's like where, yeah, huh. It's very satisfying. Anyways, everybody have a good one. Enjoy yourselves. And speaking of peace out, I would a peaceful protest. Yeah, let's wear out the internet. Shut it down. That's his favorite thing to do is see how he's being broadcast on the news. Let's shut it down. Stream as much shit as you can. Try and overwhelm the servers. Talk to your, if you have any hacker friends, try and get them over. You know what I mean? Pull an audible last second. Don't get, you know what I mean? That's one thing they can't plan for. If you guys have a date plan for where you're going to be, they can have troops stationed. They already got troops stationed in D.C. One act of disrespect towards a military person, and you guys are already kind of hot. He already had tried to get the military to open fire on protesters in his first term. He had General Milley and people that said no. PDK's breath, to quote Christina Talks. I don't think he shares such an affinity. He's trying to stay out of jail, just like Trump is. He surrounds himself with a compromise to make sure that they won't turn on him. Epstein did it, but for a paycheck. Trump's doing it to stay alive. And that's how he's going to get, like the Saudi prince. He knows that he went to that. You know what I mean? They give him a $480 million. There's one way to look at it, to bribe him. And the one's like, please do not tell my people that I'm in that fucking list. Everybody loves me. You know, some of those people aren't high enough. Trump is not going to be high enough. Unless Putin's in that list. You don't have enough cards to play this one. So it'll be in Alaska, which is nice now, the blast range of any nuclear attack. Less convenient for him. Because he's working for Russia, I'd be leery of any time he leaves the fucking country. Matter of fact, I'd insist that he doesn't. That just means he's getting paid so much, and just maybe take away his passport and his visa and say, no, you can stay right here. That's why we have ambassadors. Or is that not why we have ambassadors? Well, they can come to the White House, or maybe Mar-a-Lago. You might have got them down Mar-a-Lago to try and get, he wanted to get it wired up so he can tap them. But what if they wired it up? Keeping an eye on him. The video and audio of all the shit he's been doing. Because it had to be upgraded to be a presidential, right? Same with the plane he got. They'll probably have to upgrade that, make it presidential. And this would be decommissioned and added to his library, where he can use his floating sex palace that Epstein only wished he had. I wonder if international air is considered not a crime. Maritime, you know? Technically, you were in the air when you did it. And nobody owns the air, so no one can. It's funny, he had I never got the idea from Epstein, but he had a airline, bought a failing airline, kept one jet. It's a good way to hide the fact that you just got yourself a jet, isn't it? It's a failing company. But when your real business is blackmail, he ran this all from the very beginning. Barack Hussein Obama was not born in America. No proof. No evidence, just a claim based on racist belief that even his mom wasn't born in America. Which she was just, I said, when we have a foreign, like one of our soldiers delivers in Kenya base or in Kenya while on safari, and it's not a Kenyan African hospital, not a U.S. citizen, then why did the U.S. government pay for its birth? Why is he allowed back in the United States so easily? He had to apply for a visa? No? I mean, to get into America. Was he already a citizen? Was he already a citizen when he applied for college? That's how you could solve the whole fucking thing real easily. When I was leaving the beach today, I was thinking, I was walking, I saw, like, so I was like, you know, whenever I see one shoe, it bothers the fuck out of me. It's just the creepiest thing in the fucking world. Why one shoe? Where's the other shoe? What fucking horror thing happened? I understand a kid because the kid can get, you know, they're being carried and it falls off their foot, and they're not gonna, mom, my shoe. If they did, you wouldn't pay attention. Like, yeah, we're getting in the car. My shoe. You guys buy me new ones. Why you can't keep your shoe? It's my fault that you don't give me shoes to stay on my feet. Okay. I didn't know that. I didn't ask for the shoes. Okay. But I saw something and I was like, I'll choose to believe that. I saw one shoe and I was like, I hate that, fuck. And I saw something else. I'm like, I'm going to believe that, you know, it was like a kid because I'm trying to be like a half full guy instead of like half empty. And I'm like, well, yeah, I bet you're, you know, there's like half empty, half full people. I'm like, I could solve that real, I never really thought about it. And I was like, I could solve that real quick. Are you drinking from it? Because then it's half empty. If you're filling it up, it's half full. Shut the fuck up, please.